Hey folks, I want to share with you our perspective of building a high converting website, a website that doesn't just exist and it's not an online business card, but it actually helps position you. It piques their curiosity that you'll solve their problem. It shows them the results. It has a video on there that really compels them, and it truly works as a fantastic salesperson. And that's what I'm all about here at Feedbackwrench. We do websites, we do ads, we do SEO, we do writing, and we serve as either an outsourced marketer or we can do nice setups for you. Head to feedbackwrench.com. But I want to dive into what is my perspective over the last decade as I've been building Feedbackwrench. We've done hundreds of websites and marketing setups, and I want to share with you my approach, my little pyramid of what's a high converting website. So right off the bat, a high converting website, it's going to be a clean and responsive design. There's going to be an authenticity to it where it really shows off who you are and it looks like you. It has photos of you, your locality, looks like your customers. It has smiling pictures of happy, smiling customers on it, but it doesn't look like it's just stock photography and just stock. You want to have a great brand. You should look fantastic to people. You should look like you care about your business just a little bit more than they care about theirs. And then a strong user interface, which means you're placing the menu of things in front of people in the right order, at the right pace. And that could mean showcasing things, sharing tips, whatever that is. So that's the foundation. There's a million companies that do that, but we like to think that we do it really well. Plus, just good, clean, responsive, nice, modern-looking stuff. Number two, you have to have fantastic messaging. Messaging and words can pick the lock of the brains of people. It is what will move people if you resonate properly. It needs to be clear and concise messaging, skimmable, headings that pique curiosity, short explainers that talk about the payoff. We want to have customer-focused messaging. It is not about you. You are not the hero in this story. Your prospective customer is. And so you cannot just sit there and talk about yourself and the services that you do. We have a process called brand scripting. It's really important to us. It's Donald Miller, Marketing Made Simple. We really like his content, and the framework that we generally approach most of what we're going to do starts with the brand scripting. You need to have meaningful calls to action, and then pricing and framing. Pricing and framing is interesting. You are trying to frame yourself up as a great solution for this product or service. Too many people talk about why people should buy the service. Then some people position why you should buy our service, like our specific service. So why should you buy a pool? Or why would you buy a plan pool from Plan Pools? But then it's really why you should choose us as your pool installer. Not only do we have a great product, but let us talk about how we're going to work to make this go well. So messaging is huge. And your messaging, if it's done right, is really going to serve as a salesperson. Anybody that intersects with this, if you do it right and you bucket it out and it's skimmable and the whole thing, you're going to find more people at higher margins that just kind of resonate with you. So that's huge. That will make a high converting website. Otherwise, it's just mush mouth gobbledygook, especially if it's tons of text. You'll never close clients, or you might, but it's in spite of your digital. Now, the next thing we want to do is we got to build credibility. This one's huge. If you want to show customer reviews, want to showcase all of the happy customers, show that there's a tremendous trail of people that you've delivered at or above expectations. You also want to make it personal. If you're in a B2B thing, show their logo so that people can hunt them down. Make them real. Folks are tired of seeing fake reviews out there. You got to make this real and go after it. So you want to make sure you do that. If you can, get testimonials, video testimonials. If you're a builder, if you're a contractor, invest in capturing that project that you did. Showcase it stunningly. Do a walkthrough, but at the end, get a light on that customer and get a real, authentic review. It can be simple, it can be short, it could be a video that they send you. But no matter what, if you can get them saying it in their own words, that's fantastic. But even if you can't, there's things we can do. Show off examples of your work. You need to have a gigantic stack of projects that you've done. Now, your best stuff should be showcased the most, but be authentic. Get it updated. Make sure that people can see the houses you've built, the remodels you've done, the before and after, and invest in it. Don't let another project slip through your fingers where you don't have stunning photography, before and after photography, a video walkthrough, B-roll of what you've got going. Don't miss it. And then you got to have it on your website, on your remarketing. We want to place that everywhere. So examples of your work. It's also really good to do ideas of what's possible. So it could be that you want to get work that's bigger, better, more nuanced, more sophisticated, fancier, more expensive than what you're currently doing. So then what you should do is you should create content on your website that showcases the type of jobs you'd like to do. And so that's talking about what's possible. So that means you might go not necessarily to local competitors, to other peers that are across the nation that are doing the type of work that you want to do. Grab their project in and say, hey, this is a project that we saw out in Pennsylvania. We would love an opportunity to nail a project like this. Let me walk you through this. Let me walk you through how it would be priced and what the process would look like. Now notice I'm talking about video, which is going to play a huge role. We can use words, show photos and all that, but sometimes it's an idea board. If you're a hairstylist, show pictures of other hair. If you're a remodeler, show examples of stuff that you like to do, especially if you don't have a ton of this already. Then the last thing is, as much as you can, productize your offer. As much clarity and ease of pathway of understanding before they contact you will result in people being ready to buy. That could be showing service pricing. It could be actually sharing exactly what they're going to get, how long it'll take, and how much it'll cost. But too many folks are scared of their pricing. Embrace your pricing. At minimum, you want to frame. The idea would be, is this a $20,000 thing or is this a $120,000 thing? So a lot of times, like with contractors, we'll do buckets of pricing, small, medium, large, for kitchens, for bathrooms, for basement finishing. If you're doing landscaping, as much as you can productize that and show what it looks like, what are the options, how much it might cost for small, medium, large, it's super helpful. So as we do that, that builds credibility big time. And you'll see I've got another video out there about how do we make that as real as possible. And we'll serve as your people to get that on your website, in your remarketing, on your social media, to get you all your projects. So then the last thing is we want to position you as an authority. Now, not all of this is just authority-based stuff, but you definitely want to have videos that sell. You want to start out with a video sales letter that captures your messaging, your products. So it's really the one-liner, the problem, solution, and result. It should introduce you. It should frame up where you do it and what you do. And it should be right in the second section of your website, if not the first, so that if people don't want to read the whole thing, they can push play and get it summarized to them. So a video sales letter on your website, and then again on every platform that you have. You should also be teaching. Become a teacher and a guide. You should have stuff on your website, blog posts and videos featured that are titled properly, that show customers how to have a great outcome. You not selling yourself, but you showing, hey, when you're making a decision about a remodel, here's some things to consider. Hey, if you're looking at building a pool, here's 4 or 5 things we really think you should consider as you're doing it. Now, we'd love to earn your business, but let me walk you through this. As you build that as a guide and help teach, you can put those everywhere on your websites, on your platforms. And then you can also start to move into more diverse retargeting. And retargeting is basically saying, hey, you've been to my website. We're going to make an audience on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, TikTok, Pinterest. And so if you've hit my website, we're going to persist in front of you. And so that takes your website off of just being on your website and puts it on Facebook apps. It puts it on Instagram. It puts it on YouTube. It puts it on Google Display and on other blogs. So you can follow people along, and it doesn't cost a lot, but that retargeting is huge. It will lead to significantly improved conversions because people get all hot to trot. They check out a bunch of stuff, and all they're doing is trying to find out who should they spend more time learning from. So then if you show up in their feeds, they follow you. You know that to be true. The last thing is you might want to get into more niche or location-based content on your website where you speak specifically to a city or you speak specifically to an industry niche or a sector. You might also want to get specific tips for them. And the more you do that on your website and posting everywhere, it helps you to be an authority and teach and guide. And that's everything you're doing is serving as a guide. Last, you can do some nurturing emails and drips and even lead generators. That's our approach to a high converting website. Now, there's ingredients we need. We need great writing. We need some great imagery. We need some videos. We'll want the technical setup on all of this. And we know how to come alongside and get this done. We do the writing. We provide everything for you. We will do it with you. And so if you like that idea, book a consultation, get started. I've got great packages put together that you can see. And my little team is here to help you fulfill your sales potential. Our purpose of why we do that is to help bless you. And when you work with us, we're going to be trustworthy, competent, enjoyable, and rigorous. I would love to earn your business. Book a consultation.